Well, hello, welcome again to a reading through of Sophocles' Philoktetes, and I got up to the choral ode. So this is the Parados, where the chorus, which consists of sailors from Neoptolemus' ship, arrive, and the metre here is quite complicated. You'll need to look at commentaries about metre, and the grammar here is generally very hard to translate and really complicated, and it's also written in a kind of pseudo-Doric. So you'll get, for example, lots of alphas where there'd normally be eters and so on, and here the same thing. I'll translate this fairly quickly, and you can see what you can make of it yourself and have a look at other translations. So to create, you get lots of repetition too, and it's quite excited style. To cre me despot en zena zenon stegain. So it's, O Master, what thing is it necessary for me to keep secret, stegain, to cover up, me a stranger in a strange land? Or what thing, understand, is it necessary for me to speak to this suspicious man, this wary man? Fradze, tell me. Technaga technas heteras, we'll keep that in mind, and then pruke kai gnoma parhote to theon dios skepton anasatai. So it's something like for his skill, that's the technas we had before, his skill and discernment, prueke, surpass, and then we've got technas on the previous page, other skills, he by whom the divine sceptre of Zeus, anasatai, is held. But you, O child, so you, my child, all this ancient power, and the ogugion is the ancient, so all this ancient power, O child, has come perhaps on you, has descended on you. Tell to me what thing it is necessary, or in what way it is necessary to serve you. So in what way, how I can serve you, in what way it is necessary I ought to serve you. Neoptolemus then replies, Nun men issos gar topon escitias prosidein etheles hontina kaite. But now, and I want to go down to the next bit here, Durku Thason, boldly keep an eye out, look out boldly, for perhaps you wish to see, now the hontina goes with topon, so what sort of place on the far distant land he lies. Hopoton, but whenever a strange wanderer or wayfarer, so when the strange wayfarer, Mole from Blosko, this is the heiress from Blosko, it's Molumai Emelon Membloka, it's the principal parts. So whenever this strange wayfarer might come, and I'm going to take the comma here and put it at the end, it's a bit easier, from these halls. So whenever that happens, pro coron, standing at my hand, or approaching my hand at all times, this is an imperative, Pero, attempt to attend to the toparon, the present thing, so the present situation. The chorus, now we get the antistrophe, Melon palai mele mamoi leges anax. So, O Lord, you are, it being a concern, this is a impersonal, this is an accusative absolute here. So it's mele is the impersonal verb, and you get an accusative absolute. So it being a concern for a long time, the concern you speak to me, O Lord. In other words, what you speak of has been my concern for a long time. To keep a watchful eye, for an Oma, to keep a watchful eye, especially for your advantage, Cairo. But now speak to me of what sort of dwellings Andros are within, something like that. What sort of, so within, speak of what sort of dwellings he dwells in. The Andros is probably the inhabitant lives in, and he has what kind of, well, land here, perhaps space. So what sort of space he holds. For it is not untimely for me to learn this, lest coming upon me he might escape my notice. Coming upon me from somewhere he might escape my notice. What is this place? What is this hedra, literally seat, location? He has what footprint, perhaps, or position? He has what footprint? Is he inside or is he outside? Is he away? Neoptolemus replies, Oikon men horas, you see this two-doored house. Then we get a genitive here. Yes, genitive here. It's consisting of a rocky bed, literally, or lair, we might say, consisting of a rocky lair. Where has this wretched man gone away to? Says the chorus. Neoptolemus says, it is clear to me that by need of food he has gone on a path which is perchance near here, near this one, so near here. For there is this story, in other words, it is said that for him to have this fusin, this nature of life, so this mode of life. Therabolunta, hunting or killing, really, from ballo here, so killing beasts. So he, and we've got to go to the next page, he, in pain, painfully killing beasts with his winged arrows. Nor is there any healer of griefs for him, epinoman, to approach him. So nor is there any healer of griefs roaming about or to approach him. The chorus now, this is the second strophe, this is strophe B. Oik tiro min egog, I indeed pity him. So that, now the two with no act, notice it's enclitic, so this is two for tinos, and this is a genitive absolute. So there not being any of mortals to care for him, so with the result that, or so that, not having any mortals to care for him, literally, and not having a companion eye, that is, perhaps something like not having any companion to see, so not having any companion eye, literally. The poor man, always alone, he is diseased on the one hand with a wild illness, but he is distressed at literally each thing of need arising. So he is distressed by each need as it arises. How then on earth, however, does this ill-fated man endure it? Does the ill-fated man endure it? I'll just do that bit again. A harsh disease, a wild disease. So he's diseased with a wild disease, and he is distressed at every aspect of need that arises. However, does this wretched man endure it? Now, for Thanatone, I'm going to read Theone, which is a variant reading here. So, machinations, O devisings of the gods, O wretched generation of mortals, for whom life, Ion, is me metrios, is not measured. So, in other words, is not fair. Houtos protogon issos oikon uros ostros. This man this man was second to none, was after no one, so was second to none of the firstborn or foremost born houses. In other words, he came from a good house, but he lacking, this is without share in all things in life. He lies alone, apart from others, with the stick tone. This is dappled and shaggy beasts. So he lies separate from everyone, with these dappled and shaggy beasts, in pain together, and with hunger. The pitiful man is in pain together with hunger. He cries out, having incurable, this is from Akos, so incurable cares or incurable distress. And the ever-babbling echo from afar is poured out so the ever-babbling echo is poured out from afar, perhaps in time with his bitter cries, amoigas. Neoptolemus then says, none of these things is amazing to me, is surprising to me, for if I understand anything, these God-sent, perhaps, sufferings, for these God-sent sufferings also have come to him from savage-minded Chrysi. Now, this possibly is the goddess whose cave that he came upon, that was inhabited by the snake which bit him. But now, in regard to these things which he suffers, apart from those who might care for him, Ukest in Hoppo, this is difficult, this bit here. It's got lots of double negatives. So lots of sort of litotes here. So it's something like, it is not possible that, not by the care of the gods. In other words, it wasn't without the care of the gods. For this man, so not previously to stretch out the invincible things that you can't fight against, unbeatable missiles of the gods against Troy. In the sense of it is that it was not by accident, it was by the design of the gods that this man not be able to stretch out these unbeatable missiles of the gods against Troy, prin, until that time might come in which it is said, spe it, that is Troy, that it was necessary for Troy to be tamed by these things. So in other words, the gods have done this on purpose. They've locked him away here until the time when he, when it is necessary for Troy to fall at the hands of these missiles. Now, they get another strophe and an antistrophe. And now at this stage we get eustom eki pi, so he's heard something. He says, hush, child. What is it? A sound has appeared, has been made manifest. A sound which is a companion of a man who is thus sorely... so it's as a companion of a man being sore pressed, and either perchance from here or from there of places, so either from this place or from that. And a true or unmistakable voice strikes me, it strikes me, from someone, that's two for tinos, from someone who is creeping or going along a path by necessity. Nor did the deep outer sound of a man, now this is trus ane, a man, well, causing grief, I think, of a man in pain. So, nor did the deep sound of a man in pain escape my notice from far away. For he cries out, di assem as an adverb here, distinctly. Hold, child. Speak, what is it? This is now the antistrophe. Neas phronidas. So, hold back from some new plan, since he is not far away, but the man is near. Not having the song of a pipe, like some shepherd, some wild shepherd, but one who cries out, someone who is tripping over, cries out by necessity, from a distance, so he cries out a cry from afar by necessity, or looking at an unfriendly harbour of a ship. So looks at a harbour which is unfriendly to ships. before, he cries out terribly. That is the end of the prologos, and the next section will be the first episode in the next recording.